Hello guys, welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. In this video, we are going to be focusing on the match reaction after the El Clasico yesterday, which we won 1-0. Of course, it was a result that surprised many, but of course, we all know as a Clasico, it always ends up in any way. So it is difficult to predict, I should say. So we're going to be discussing on what manager Xavi had to say after the game. He spoke about Araujo, Alonso, Kounde, Vinicius Jr. after Real Madrid lost 1-0 to Barca. Then also talking about Frankie C and Alonso, who also reacted after that El Clasico. We are also going to be discussing on what they said. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. After two defeats in a row, FC Barcelona returned to winning ways as they secured a narrow but crucial 1-0 victory over arch rivals Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey semi-finals first leg at the Santiago Bernabeu. A first half own goal from Eder Militao proved to be the difference on the night as Barca defended solidly to hold on to their slender lead and return home with an advantage ahead of the second leg of the semi-final, which will be played at Spotify Camp Nou early April. It was an important win for Barca, considering that they looked quite dull in the last game against Almeria, and another defeat here could have had a demoralizing effect on the players. But the win, even if it is by just a narrow margin, will serve as a major confidence booster for Xavi Hernandez and his men. The manager spoke to the media after his team's solid win against Los Blancos at the Bernabeu, and here is what he had to say after the match. He said, talking about the performance, we were not able to keep the ball. It was difficult for us to win duels in possession, but we defended very, very well. On the team's attitude, he said, the attitude was great and we fought until the very end, which is positive. Madrid did not create a single clear chance. On if he is happy with the win, he said, I'm satisfied with the result, but not with our match. We can't let our rival take the ball away from us. On the second leg, he said, we have an advantage for the second leg, but we still have we still have to compete very well. I think Real Madrid are very strong, and I still see them as the favorites. On how the team fared, he said, we played well without the ball, but not with the ball. We didn't know what to do with the ball. We were extraordinary at the back, though, and that should be valued. It's part of the game. I think today we were exceptional, and we have to evaluate that positively. On the game plan, Xavi said, the plan was not to defend, the plan was to have long possessions and win duels, but we did not execute it properly. We can't boast about how we won today. I insist that Madrid are very strong. You can't always dominate big games. They made us play this way. It was not our plan. On Araujo, he said, Ronald Araujo was spectacular, but all of our defenders were really good. He is one of the best defenders in the world. On Real Madrid having greater possession, he said, we did not betray our style. The rival forced us to play this way. You try to take the ball away from Modric and Kroos. Sometimes you have to defend. On his defenders, he said, Marcos and Jules were spectacular. On Real Madrid's chances, he said, Real Madrid are still favorites. They are very strong physically, and they have a great team. They are the holders of the Champions League. Then on stopping Vinicius Jr., he said, we can't underestimate our work to stop Vinicius today. He usually creates 6 or 7 chances by himself, but look at the match, nothing for him today. Then on to the next story of discussion. After a couple of defeats in a row, Barca bounced back to winning ways as they secured a hard-fought 1-0 win over eternal rivals Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu in the first leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final. Frankie C was the orchestrator of the only goal of the game for Barca on the night, although it went down as an Eder Militao own goal. The Ivory Coast international has had a slow start to life as a Barca player since arriving in the summer. However, he is gradually starting to grow into prominence within the team, especially in recent matches in the absence of Pedri. Speaking after the game, Frank Kessie spoke about his strike being awarded as a Militao own goal and stated that he was happy as long as the team won. He said, I don't mind if the goal was not counted as mine. The important thing is that the ball went into the back of the net and I could help my teammates, the former AC Milan superstar said. Highlighting on what was the difference between the two teams on the night, the Ivorian said, the mentality, we were very strong mentally. Defensively, we all fought hard for the team. We needed to win, and we did just that. Beating Madrid at the Bernabeu is a dream come true, but we still have the return leg to go. Barcelona's defensive line comprising Ronald Araujo, Kounde, Marcos Alonso, and Alejandro Balde put in a massive shift on the night. While Araujo drew plenty of plaudits for the way he dealt with Vinicius Jr., Casey pointed out Kounde and praised him for keeping Karim Benzema quiet. He said, Kounde had a great match. He hadn't played as a centre-back for a while, but that is his favorite position. It's not easy to play against Benzema, a great player and a great goal scorer, but he did very well, he said. Marcos Alonso also interacted with the media after the game and pointed out that despite that what was being said about Barca's season following recent defeats, they are still enjoying a very solid campaign, he said. The media talks a lot, but we are having a good season despite our loss to United. The Spaniard was also mindful about the fact that semi-final tie is not fully over, with the second leg still to be played, but he backed Barca to succeed at home, backed by their fans, as he said. The second leg will not be easy at all, but we will have a small advantage, and of course, be it with our home fans. So those are the words from Xavi, words from Kessie, and the words from Marcos Alonso after that game yesterday. I think the Clasico, it was a shock to me because I will not say I had hopes, to be honest. Even if it was a draw, I would have been happy. Many Barca fans even told me that they would be happy with a draw. So I think it's a bonus, a big one, to go to the Bernabeu with a depleted squad and still win. And the highest thing that really make me to be happy is that we couldn't even allow Real Madrid to create one clear-cut chance. They had zero shots on target, zero shots on target. So it's something that we had to change the game plan. We never played the way we used to play. We were defensive. Barca played exactly like Atletico Madrid. We all know that at this point of a season, you just need the results. Forget about how you play. Because if we went yesterday, start doing the attacking football, we could have been beaten very well. Because our team is not what our squad is not there. There are injury players a lot, and we are not in a good form now. So I think it was a good result, especially away from home. So yeah, I think we are having that slight advantage, as Alonso quite rightly said. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.